Hey guys, Psychosis here. It's been a long time, or been a minute, but today I thought I'd do another review and review an album that I have been really wanting to review since it released. I just haven't found the time for it, and that's Holy Name's self-titled album, which just released this year, and I've been waiting for it since the singles first came out all the way back in 2021. So it's been a long wait. But yes, but yeah, anyways, today I thought I'd review it because I've just been really waiting for this album and thought I'd say my thoughts on it. So to start off with, production's really good. This is just a production. Production's really good. Not even surprised. Modern metalcore, it's just that's what I put it under. It kind of falls under the metalcore label, I'd say. But metalcore is such a diverse genre that it it's becoming like how heavy metal is becoming an umbrella term at this point in time. But yeah, it kind of sounds like metalcore, modern production and sound, I would say. Just like really clean, really well polished, kind of really loud, but not like gent loud, just like at a good level where you kind of expect it to be good. It's not like black metal rough or like overly polished where it just sounds so fake. Yeah, it sounds good. And then speaking about the production, modern sound, like I said, the sounds kind of modern metalcore like, and that's kind of the instrumentals. They're kind of more simple, more chuggy. But when the chugging's kind of like, kind of. It's just kind of one of those things you have to hear. But if you've heard the sound before, you know, like when the chugging, dum dum, kind of. And yeah, that's the thing. The guitar is really simple, but I'm not. It's yeah, the guitar is more simple. It's not really the standout of this album. Like the music is good, I like it, but it was clear that the point of the album was not trying to make like some technically crazy album or make the guitar music stand out like how it is in death metal. It's more about the message, which the band they describe their music as violent worship. Not really not really the most like theologically sound phrase, but it's a good marketing tool. But yeah, I would say it's kind of fits that because there's vocals are like that. You have the clean singing, but from Tommy Green from Sleeping Giant, and then you also have the growling and stuff, and it's always fun in that way. Yeah, and that's the why this album's actually so cool is because this is like his Tommy Green's first project since Sleeping Giant. So this is like the closest we're ever gonna get to a Sleeping Giant again, and I really liked them as a Christian band. But yeah, so it's based from that start. So that kind of can also give you an idea of what the album's like. And the lyrics are really good. I like them. They're not like really deep or anything, like kind of base level, but I really like them. And what's really fun is that it sounds kind of like has so many collaborations with other vocalists for like the unclean parts. It's so fun to see. They basically try to get as much of the major names. So you have the guy from Convictions, Impending Doom, etc., etc. It's just really fun to see, and it makes it fun because all their vocal tones are a little bit different, and it kind of changes up the songs a little bit. Yeah, and yeah, that's what it's. Yes. So yeah, in my opinion, the vocals are really good. I like the lyrics, as I said. Production's really clean. It depends whether you like that or not. The guitar is simple, kind of chuggy. Like I said, really basic choruses and chugs and stuff. And there is a few parts, kind of like Gojira pick scrapes, that sound. It's just that sounds really fun. That's just a thing to see in metal. It's just funny to see so many bands influenced by Gojira music wise. It's not even that. It's just a fun little thing, but I just noticed in the song. But yeah, I really liked the music and lyrics. As I said, the production's really good. It's kind of hit or miss. It depends on what you're in the mood for, or if that kind of production's what you like. It just depends. No sound is like perfect. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. I really liked the songs. There are a few songs, I'd say about two or three, that are kind of like interludes, where it's like a minute or two long, and there's either singing or not, but they're like a minute or two long, and just that break up the album a little bit. Those ones are kind of funny though, because the instrumentation kind of sounded a little bit like dubstep, which I still liked it. It was just kind of goofy because it was like completely, almost like a 180 from the rest of the album sound, in my opinion. I just really thought it was funny, but I liked it anyways. It was just funny. You're listening to the album, and then it breaks down to that. And yeah, that's the thing too. Is the songs are all different. Like I said, this album's not really a heavy album. It's kind of a softer side. It has its heavier moments. Like there's some songs that are heavier, like "Fall to Your Knees" has Brooke Reeves from Impending Doom, so it's kind of more breakdowny, heavier, kind of. But a lot of the time it's Tommy singing, so there's just a lot of singing choruses and stuff. It's really clean. And yeah, that's pretty good. Just that leads to another complaint. The one thing I can complain about, though, it's not really a complaint, is that the band kind of released their best songs on the album first. So I'd say that a lot of the singles are better than the rest of the songs for the most part. There's a few songs that were on the album that were very good, like Creed and Sect, but songs like My Way, Meet Me Somewhere Quiet, those two are probably my favorite songs in the album. They're kind of the softest songs, and that's where this album really shines, is on the soft parts. The instrumentation's really calm and chill. And what it just comes off, and with his singing, it comes off really nice and just gets you singing along. But yeah, it just kind of stinks in that regard, because that means their best songs were already released for the most part, in my opinion. And they released their first singles all the way back in 2021, and that was why I was excited initially. So I've been waiting for over a year for this album, and I was supposed to review it, but I got carried away. Yeah, it just kind of sucks because My Way and Meet Me Someplace Quiet, Somewhere Quiet are my favorite songs on the whole album, probably. It just kind of stinks. Also, the closing track is very good too. It's called Saint Dismas. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. It's named after a saint. I don't really know much about him though. I'll probably have to look him up here afterwards. I'm done making this video. But it's a good closing track. That track is also a highlight. It's that, in my opinion, it nails the mark of metalcore, basically, of what every band is trying to achieve. The perfect balance between the heavy parts and the clean parts. And it's just a fun way to close it, because it starts off the good with the unclean chugging riffs and the drums and everything. It just gets you going. Yeah, I don't really know much else to say about this album. It was just a very good surprise, and just nothing to look forward to for 2023. And so far, at this point in time, it's one of the highlights of this year for me. One of the good things that's happened so far. Yeah, I'd say it's a very good album. For a review, I'll give this album in terms of a fun, holy pilled kind of review, I'll say rating, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Actually, I give it an 8 out of 10, but for fun, I just say it's a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is fitting because of the themes. It's a fun Christian album, but honestly, I'd say it's an 8 out of 10. It's a very good album. Instrumentation and production are very good. I sound pretentious on that, but I care a lot about that stuff. Everyone has different tastes, but I like that. I like analyzing the production and being pretentious about it. And the lyrics, I'm a nerd who reads reading lyrics. And I really like this album and the aesthetics of it, I should say. A lot of, as you can see on the cover, there's and on how they were promoting the album, a lot of like Orthodox promotional material. It's really cool, especially considering I've been getting into Orthodoxy a lot, learning about the theology and whatnot in the church. And it's just interesting from an outsider, from someone who's more on the outside than us people, than people in the church. I don't know what I'm saying. Word vomit. But yeah, aesthetically, lyrically wise, it's very good. Production's very good. I like the music. Like I said, it's not a heavy album. If you're looking for a heavy album, this album isn't really it for you. But I'd say if you're just looking for a good, really awesome Christian metal album, or just a nice album to put on and that's chill to listen to at night, or to put on the background when you're doing schoolwork or something, I would say this album's very good. And then yeah, this album is, I'll give this album a 7, 8 to an 8 out of 10 to an 8 out, yeah, 7 to 8 out of 10. Very good album. Was very excited for it to come out. Really, really hope that this band gets bigger, and I hope they keep making music. And so I really like this, and I would definitely have to get it on CD, because I would definitely jam out to this a bunch. If they have CDs, I don't know. A lot of the stuff is by them. The band does a lot of the stuff. They don't really have a label, from what I recall. But yeah, that's my review for Holy Name's self-titled album. Holy Name, Holy Name. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the review. And if you have any suggestions on albums for me to review in the comments, let me know down below. I really like reviewing albums and talking about music. And I will take requests. I always like finding music, like I said. And it also just gives variety, and also trying to review stuff as objectively as I can. Because I know for a fact there are some albums out there that I'm completely biased about, so I'm kind of holding back on reviewing them. Because my subjective opinion will kick in. But yeah, just let me know down below any suggestions for videos, or like constructive criticism. It all helps. And yeah, and if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, all that stuff. But yeah, that's my review. I hope you all enjoyed it. And until I make another video, goodbye.